You are not Kobe Bryant. Stop it. Now, I don't want to rain on his parade because every player needs inspiration, especially in a deep playoff run. So I'm not knocking him for that, all right? We've seen how bad he's shot in these finals. Been pretty bad, but the Celtics have had the series tied 2-2 now, and they were even up 2-1 before going into game 4. Thank you, Steph Curry. Now going into game 5, it has set the stage for Jayson Tatum to have an all-time great performance. With that being said, the series being tied 2-2, Jayson Tatum shooting as bad as he had 13 assists in game 1, and then he had 9 assists in the game 3 win in Boston. That is a reflection of how Jayson Tatum has grown as a player these last few years. We've already known he's been an elite scorer. It's being able to affect the game in a multitude of ways is where you change from really good player, all-star level player, to superstar in the NBA. Being able to affect the game other than scoring. Being able to get your teammates involved. It makes your team that much better, and it makes you that much more lethal as a player. Now, I don't want to discredit any of the contributions from the Celtics when I say this, but the Celtics go as far as Jayson Tatum is willing to take them. You can include Jaylen Brown in there as well, but the contributions of Jayson Tatum cannot be overlooked because the Celtics would not be in the spot that they're in if it wasn't for Jayson Tatum. Now, he has had a weird time in these NBA Finals. He's contributed to both their wins for sure with the high assist games. But on the offensive end after that, he's really just been disappointing. Efficiency-wise, that's the biggest thing. He has not been able to have that Jayson Tatum type game where he's just been able to take over. Steph Curry already had that game, and it's not discrediting Steph Curry because he's the greatest shooter of all time. Let's not just skip past that. If the Celtics are looking to become champions, they got to dig deeper than they ever have. And Jayson Tatum has had his fair share of adversity he's had to face along with this Celtics team throughout the season. And I feel to be labeled a superstar, it takes opportunities like this to really state your case. In my opinion, the Celtics could have easily been taking care of business throughout these entire postseason if they were just able to execute. That's been the story of the Celtics this postseason. Whenever they are coming off a loss, is executing. They haven't lost a game following a loss this postseason because they've executed. But if they were able to execute all the time, they would have beaten teams similarly to the Brooklyn Nets. They could have beat Milwaukee in 5, and they could have gotten past Miami in 5 or 6. And they could have very well have had a 3-1 lead against Golden State in this series as well. And it's not discrediting any of these teams. And it's not even being unrealistic to the Celtics because people can't fire on all cylinders every game. I understand that. But the amount of missed opportunities because of the lack of execution has put the Celtics in a 2-2 tie in these NBA Finals. So it makes Game 5 that much more interesting. The stage is set a lot like Game 6 in Milwaukee. On the road, pivotal game with a championship on the line. And Jayson Tatum put up 46 against Milwaukee. I think we're going to see something similar tomorrow. We're going to see the most complete version of Jayson Tatum.